Pregnant or planning? Get holistic support with 9 and Beyond, your trusted pregnancy companion.
What is the success rate of live birth when it comes to egg freezing? And
So, see, success rate, there are two major determinants. One is the age at which the eggs were frozen, and second is the number of eggs. So, see, there have been a lot of studies which have been conducted, and it has been seen in literature that if we freeze eggs when women are less than 35 years of age, and if we have good number of eggs, like the recommended number between 10 to 20, the likelihood of having a successful pregnancy using those eggs is as high as 70 to 80%.
okay,
Which is pretty good, which is like doing an IVF cycle in the current era. But the success rates definitely go down if the eggs are frozen at a later age or if the number of eggs frozen is less. Like a big fertility center in New York just conducted a study and they found out that even if we have 20 eggs from girls who are more than 38 years of age, the success rates are only in the range of 20 to 30%. So the bottom line is age matters. So earlier you do it, the better it is going to be for you.
and doctor, what is the process of utilizing? When you take a decision, okay, now time to get pregnant. What is this process of utilizing these frozen eggs?
Yeah, so that's not a very tedious, it's a very simple procedure again.
Yeah.
So, first, I think you need to visit your fertility specialist again because they would need to evaluate your health at that point of time. Like, though we have frozen your eggs, but then we need to evaluate that otherwise your body is fit to carry a pregnancy. And we need to check your uterus also because eventually the baby is going to sit there.
Right.
Side by side, we will also have to evaluate your partner's health. The sperm factor also needs to be evaluated. So, once we have sorted all that out, the procedure needs that we have to thaw the eggs. Like these eggs are frozen at minus 196 degrees in liquid nitrogen. So we get them back to the normal body temperature, which is 37 degrees. And the process is called oocyte thawing. So once the eggs have been thawed, then we inject the partner's sperm in these eggs by a procedure called as intracytoplasmic sperm injection, which is an advanced IVF technique.
Right.
And once we fertilize them, we let them grow in the incubators to form the embryos. And 3 to 5 days later to that, the embryos are put in the uterus and we hope for a positive result. Usually the results, we can get the results in 10 to 14 days after the embryo transfer is done.
Okay. So this 10 to 14 days can be a period of anxiety.
Yes.
Which would need a lot of counseling on your part for
Yes.
them to be like, at peace, because it can increase the chances of
Yes, stress does
complications.
play a
Yes.
lot of role, but I mean, yeah, so we do a lot of counseling. In fact, these women will be on certain hormones to assist the process of, fertilization and implantation during this time. Yeah, and that anxiety is definitely
Yes.
there. So a good counseling. So that's the reason. See, all this counseling needs to be done prior to the procedure because
Yeah.
when you give them a realistic expectation, a realistic hope that, yeah, this, considering the number of eggs we had and the age they were frozen, this is the chance we are looking at, they have hopes accordingly. So you have to give them the realistic, options and not give them fake hopes that yes, it is going to work. It doesn't. So that
Right.
that applies to any fertility treatment, was what I would say.
Absolutely. What would you have any from your career of experience in the one whole decade? Do you have any cases which really stand out, which can be inspiring to them, or something which for you, like which were unique, which were different, which can where they can find a lesson in there?
See, I can't say unique or different, but I remember, while I was doing my super specialization in infertility, the former Miss India Diana Hayden had frozen her stores at the same clinic where I did
Okay.
my super specialization. So that time it was a very new thing, and I was wondering, I don't know, I really don't know what she's going to get out of it.
Right.
But now when we know Miss Diana Hayden has 2 kids from the eggs which were frozen like years back, now she has had 2 kids with those eggs.
Right.
And she conceived them after she turned 40. So she used those frozen sites and she now has 2 kids. So that is one thing which really I would say is motivating and inspiring.
Absolutely.
So if she could do it, even you can do it. Besides that, like if we talk of known personalities, there are a lot of them who have opted for egg freezing these days. Like Priyanka Chopra recently did that. Farah Khan is there. Many other like that. Mirali Raj, the cricketer. So there are a lot of people who are going ahead with this procedure because I feel it's very empowering. It gives them that they have the control of their fertility.